to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Spark FM.
Perhaps I was addicted to the dark side. Somewhere inside my childhood when this my heart died. And even though we both came,
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
I me no stop love how the girl them flex. The hand close and make a next girl face. Me no stop love how the...
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Oh my darling.
That's a mess.
Now they gonna say it's echoing and all kinds of stuff. I don't know how to fix it. We can't hear you yet. I don't know if you can hear me or not, because every single time I come in here with this station, I can never hear nothing. And that makes me sad.
That's crazy because we just did a whole concert.
We did a whole entire concert.
Y'all missed our concert, and that's too bad.
Do you want to do it again? Let's do it again.
Run it back. Reel the track.
Boom. All right. Now that you guys can hear us, hey. Ho, I'll take you to the candy shop.
Hey!
I won't stop for what you got.
Oh!
I won't do the bundle.
Yay!
Keep going till you hit the spot. I'll take you to the candy shop.
Hey!
No one tell me what I got.
Oh!
Keep going till you hit the spot.
Hey!
I want up a bundle.
Hey! Your
Give
way.
it to me, baby.
Nice and slow.
And
And a rodeo. And a oh, oh, Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
We did that. We did that, sis.
Shakay, you're missing. You're missing
Yes,
from here.
come
And you
on.
should be here
Come on.
doing these things with us in the morning.
Boy, am I tired.
Oh my gosh, that was a workout. That was a workout. My shoulder right here from all this.
I feel
movement right there.
a little out of breath as well.
Child. That was fun. We need to do that every morning.
We do.
You know, did you start? I started off my morning good. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I folded 10 pieces of clothes from my couch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's production.
That's the goal. 10 pieces at a time. You know,
I
just
like it.
stand up, fold 10 pieces.
I like it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. This is Saucy and Friends in the morning. We are man down one for right now. We are man down one for right now, but he is on his way. We have a great show lined up for you guys with a very special guest and all kinds of pomp and circumstance and all the things.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. It is also F Word Friday. This is where we get down with the efferees and the freakery and all kinds of good stuff.
Yes.
Speaking of freakery and all kinds of stuff, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
And I've been seeing a lot of things online and going into the stores and seeing all the things.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to wonder, what's Valentine's going to be like for me?
I'm not going.
You're not going where? Where are you not going to?
I'm not going to go.
You're going to go. You're
I'm not going to
skip
it.
the day?
Yeah. I'm not going to it. I'm not going to Valentine's Day. I got to find something to do. I'm going to go.
Where you go?
I don't know where I'm going to go. Somewhere. I got to find somewhere.
I'm going to go. You can't just say you're going to go.
You know what? Last night, I think I realized daily that I am going to be an incel.
Oh God! Why incel?
Just all the way to incel, like fast track to incel.
Jeez.
I don't know. The men just ain't menin.
No,
The men ain't menin. They're not, and I'm sad about it because I'm a very hopeful individual, but I'm starting to realize how hopeless I am on the daily, and
you make it sound so terrible.
Oh, girl, it's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
And I'm not even trying to be a pimp. I'm just trying to love somebody. But, hurt people. And I'm not into it.
No, that is very true. You got to be careful out here.
Oh, my gosh.
Between the BANs and the ICE, there's just a lot going on. There's just a lot going on. Boy, I tell you. Boy, I am telling you.
And you know what I've also come to realize? I was having this conversation with my friend this morning. It's only short men that want to be in relationships. Short men will give you a relationship and treat you nice. I've heard.
No.
I've heard.
I feel like shorter men come with more of a complex.
No, they will be nice. They definitely have a complex, and that's something that you have to overlook. However, shorter men want to be with you. They feel like they have something to prove. They are high achievers. They want to make you happy. These tall men, you got to fight.
Unfortunately, I would never know that type of love.
Child.
I would never know it. It's not for me.
Struggle love is not for me at all. At all. So I'm just like, yeah, there it is. Because I like a tree. I don't like shrubs.
You like to climb.
I do.
You don't like to hop.
I don't like to bend down.
Oh. Yeah, fix that.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying.
Exactly, Tony. Us short men are good people.
Pastor Troy, I don't know how you always manage to try to interject yourself into the conversation.
All the time. It's always about him.
I mean.
Golly.
Short man complex is what that is. That's what that is. Good morning, everyone. Everyone's trickling in. Mike Nice says today is Figure It Out Friday.
It is a figure it out type of Friday.
Yeah.
It is. Because I got to figure out how I want my day to go. I don't know if I'm going to eat directly after here, if I'm going to eat later or more times than one. I don't know.
Is that how your day figures out?
Yeah.
What the eating is?
What I'm going to eat.
Oh.
All I care about is what I'm going to eat and when Spark House will be in the window. That's it. Those two things.
Wow. That's nice. That's a good thing to be there.
To aspire
to. Like I want that simple life. That's what I'm trying to live. A soft, simple life.
Simple life.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I pray that God makes the day go by quickly so I can go back to sleep. And that in between the time of waking up and laying down, that I would be filled with yummy foods to make me happy inside.
Schneider said, Pastor Troy, ain't you 5'18"? Exactly. Exactly, Schneider. Exactly. He is at least 5, 10, 11, 12.
He's at least 5 annoying. That's what he is.
How tall is he? Is he 6 feet?
He claims he's 6 feet.
I feel like he's 6 feet.
He's 5.
He's long.
He's 5'11". Sorry.
I don't feel good about it.
Quick checking. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. You know, yesterday was a rough day. I feel like yesterday I was a very
The end of the night was so tumultuous.
It was so much. I was so emotionally exhausted by the end of the day yesterday.
I just want to give a shout out to all of you parents of multiple children. When you have multiple children living within your household, I pray for you every day, because that is a something that only God can give you to have patience for. Because I don't know.
And we have one each, but we raise them together, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, this is just too much for 3 adult women to deal with. You 2 little
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the dog. Because the dog doesn't like chaos, and then he gets all up in it. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's a lot. But anyhow, it was a very, very exhausting evening on so many fronts. I had to get a little angry yesterday at one point, and then I had to write a status about, the thing about what's going on in the world right now is everybody is so stressed, and people are going to start snapping. There's going to be a lot of snapping happening.
There's going to be a lot of snaps.
And it's not good. It's not good.
A lot of snapping.
So anyhow, but it's a new day. God has woken me up to see a new day. It's a new beginning. And all we got to do is make things better. That's it. Live your life the best that you can. My goal every day for the past year or so has just been, at the end of the day, be like, today was a good day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to say that yesterday, but I will be able to say it today. So
it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and it's F-word Friday.
Oh,
that.
So like
it is a day of effery.
Yeah.
Today we have a great guest coming in today. We have Miss Mayo stopping in today. She does the annual Galentine's Day event. This is the 6th annual Galentine's Day event that will be happening on February 1st. I know that you guys have all seen pictures, because on this one day, the whole city of Boston dresses in red. All the ladies go and get their hair done and makeup done and put on a shoe and a nice cologne and a perfume and all kinds of stuff. And they go out there and they feel like, to hell with you, men's. We outside with our girls. Yeah. And we're going to have a good time. So we'll be talking about Galentine's Day as we prepare for this lovers holiday that is coming up very, very soon. With that said, let's get into the show. At one point, Tristan will come in here and take over. But as for now, it is time.
It is Galentine's Day in here.
It is. We are Galentinean, and that is where we at. Let me find a drop. Here we go. Oh. Yes, sir. How did I get all the way down here?
Get up.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
So today is January 24th. Today is January the 24th.
Big happy birthday shout out to Al G. It's his birthday.
Oh, Sparks' very own Al G is happying his birthday.
Yes.
Yesterday was Gary Bantam's birthday. And a slew of others.
A slew of others. There's a slew of birthdays today as well.
Oh, yes, there are. I didn't know there was that many people who was having a birthday in January.
In January?
When do you have to, when you got to be conceived in January? Valentine's Day?
No,
that's too long.
That's November. That's when I was conceived.
In the summertime, what's 9 months before January? It would be 3. March. March,
okay.
Yep, March, April-ish is January babies. Because you got to count back 3. There's 12 months, it's 9. So 3 would be March, right?
No.
No?
No.
I did that wrong?
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. March, April. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. Good morning, and let's see. Today is, sorry, I'm a little all over the place. Sunny to partly cloudy. High 34 degrees. Winds in the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a high of 34 tonight. Ooh, damn! It's going to drop down to a blazing 5 degrees. 5. 1 degree for 5.
Yeah.
Just 5. A handful of degrees is what it will be today. So if there's no reason for you to go out of the side, stay in the side.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. Are you have plans for this weekend?
For this weekend, so there's going to be a dope event here. Thrill Promotions is having their 5-year anniversary at the studio tomorrow. You guys can find more information about that on our web pages where we are promoting that. The rest of the week is, hold on, before we get into events, today's going to be 30, tomorrow's going to be 28, and then Sunday's going to be 37. It's not looking too bad. It's just, regular New England cold-ass winter weather. Mm-hmm. Nothing too crazy. But other than that, I really do not have any other plans for this weekend other than, that.
Yeah.
That. You?
No.
We don't got no invitations this week?
No.
That's terrible.
I was supposed to go out tomorrow night to celebrate Erica's birthday, but
Who is Erica?
Erica's friend. But we that plan fell through, so I don't have anything to do this weekend. I'm just gonna be chillaxing.
Yeah, this might be a nice weekend
I'm gonna clean my house.
to clean your house, go get a little brunch maybe with a few people and have a few mimosas, laugh a lot.
I'm gonna go that. There's a place that we went to. Oh, the Haitian restaurant has a mimosa tower.
Papa one?
Yeah.
How you say that name?
I don't know. I knew what you was talking about. When you said it.
But I want to go there because I've been thinking about that randomly.
So good.
But anyways, people, let's get into the show so that we can get through it all. We got a lot of politics and things. Leave it! A lot of politics and stuff and all kinds of stuff going back. Tristan just arrived, so I'll give him some time to get with the program. And in the meantime, a passenger was stuck on the commuter rail yesterday.
All right.
I am trying to find the situation. You're going to have to help me out, honey.
A passenger was stuck on the commuter rail yesterday. The switch track leaves issues. Leaves passengers stuck on the rail for hours. Anger and frustration erupted among MBTA commuter rail passengers Thursday evening as an issue with the switch track resulted in train cancellations and passengers stuck aboard trains for hours. Excuse me. It seems like there were some kind of mechanical issues on the Acela train or the Amtrak ones. I hate when there's no attached to this. Sorry. Bear with us, people. Switch track leaves passengers stuck on commuter rail. Frustration and da-da-da-da-da. Anger and frustration erupted among MBTA commuter rail passengers Thursday evening as an issue with the switch track resulted in train cancellations and passengers stuck aboard trains for hours. Keolis, who operates the commuter rail, confirmed that the problem was an issue with the Amtrak switch near the Forest Hill station. They said the problem is resolved as of Thursday night. However, hundreds of passengers were stuck aboard trains in the meantime, with some passengers telling the news that by the time they got the MBTA alerts about the problem, it was too late, and they were already on the train. Richard Keach, who was supposed to arrive in Boston at 6 p.m., said did not make it into the city until 8:30 p.m. He said he was stranded on the train for over 2 hours. We were all trapped on there and the bathroom was closed, so people were complaining that they had to go and there's nothing they could do. Not to mention all the Bruins fans who just missed half the game. This one girl actually had the tickets, so her friends were all stuck at North Station, unable to go into the game.
Oh, that sucks.
Girl, they take a picture?
Yeah, they should say, "Hello, Mr. Ticket Man. My girl's stuck on the commuter rail. Can you look at these tickets and scan them from my phone?"
You can always transfer the tickets over. Unless they were like physical paper tickets or something. I don't know. Still take a picture. Not only were there a lot of extremely frustrated Bruin fans, but Amtrak passengers were also impacted, with many of them arriving to South Station 1 to 2 hours late. One commuter rail passenger who left South Station was stuck for 2 hours before being brought back to South Station, where they switched trains and then got stuck a second time. Dude, that sucks. That's awful. What is that? Switch track?
Switch track. Oh, maybe when they switch over to the next side.
Oh, I don't know, but that happened. That's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. What else do we have? Massachusetts man arrested after bringing a gun on tour of the U.S. Capitol. I was listening about this yesterday. He got in, I think, but then something, I don't know. A Massachusetts man was arrested after authorities say he entered the United States Capitol and took a tour of the building with a handgun in his possession. So he was in there walking around with the gun.
How do you get to do that?
I don't know. James A. Faber, 27, is facing charges including unlawful activities, carrying a pistol without a license, possession of an unregistered firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, and resisting arrest, according to the U.S. Capitol Police. Officers acting on a request to be on the lookout for a man with reported mental health issues and suicidal thoughts, who was believed to be armed and in the area, spotted his car in First Street near East Capitol Street around 1:15 p.m. on Tuesday, police said in a Thursday news release. The officers then learned that the man, later identified as Faber, had entered the Capitol Visitor Center and taken a Capitol tour, according to police. Faber was tracked down about an hour later, leaving the Library of Congress and walking to his car. When officers stopped him, police said a search revealed he was carrying a 9mm gun concealed in his waistband. A subsequent investigation indicated that magnetometers initially sounded when Faber tried to enter the Capitol Visitor Center, but he was allowed inside the building after an officer performed a secondary hand search. The officer performed a secondary hand search and still didn't find the gun?
Yeah, this is what I don't understand.
In the waistband?
I'm kind of confused. Like, it didn't go through the detectors, and the officers searched them and didn't find them. What, it was a ghost gun? It was a ghost gun?
I don't know. Well, ghost guns and real guns, they're just printed out by the 3D printer, but no, it was right. You're talking about like a ghost gun, like Casper, like that.
No, I didn't know they was detected. Things like that.
Yeah, they're 3D printed and they put it together. In a statement, the police said the officer is suspended. Good. While the USCP's
because he's clearly didn't do his job.
The Office of Professional Responsibility is conducting an administrative investigation into the officer's performance of that
How
search.
did they find him? It dropped out? What did they say?
I don't know.
How did they even know he had the gun if nobody found it? Did he brandish it?
I don't know.
I love the word brandish.
I like brandish.
Yes.
Name my daughter Brandish. At this time, there is no indication that Faber was planning to harm Congress, investigators noted. A full review of the incident is ongoing, and officers will undergo mandatory refresher training on security screening. And damn well they should, because what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
That's crazy.
It's wild.
It's
Extremely violent offenders, undocumented migrants with criminal records nabbed
You're
in
whispering,
Boston.
you know.
ICE raid. I know, because I was trying to pull up the thing.
Oh.
But Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents arrested several undocumented individuals with criminal histories in Boston earlier this week, including alleged gang members and some wanted for violent crimes such as rape and murder.
Did you guys see the videos of this going around yesterday?
No.
Of the man in... So first of all, this week there have been a lot of reports of ICE being in certain parts of Boston, like Chelsea, Everett, Mattapan.
They were in Mattapan?
Yeah, they were saying. I don't know. I can't confirm where exactly they were, what was going on, but there were some videos and some publications that are talking about it. Here is one of the raids: 8 arrested in the ICE raid in East Boston. So let's go to this clip and see what they're saying.
In recent years. Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Ackerblum.
And I'm Rachel Keller. The arrests come as the Trump administration moves rapidly to fulfill its promise to launch a historic mass deportation operation. On scene for us in Eastie is Boston 25 News reporter Lisa Pappas. Lisa, what have you learned?
Well, the Trump administration has said their focus is on deporting undocumented migrants who pose a threat to public safety. And here's an inside look at some of those first arrests here in East Boston.
Good morning, everyone.
A team of elite ICE officers gathered in East Boston early Wednesday morning.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move to make their first arrest.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take a man into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder, and he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
Damn.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
Oh, I know.
One of those threats is this man from Haiti here illegally. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
So, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this undocumented migrant from Brazil wanted for armed robbery, and this man here illegally charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this
The hell is a
Dominican
sanctuary?
undocumented migrant charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just a day before. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who is in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
Our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
Oh my God.
So in all, ICE Boston arrested at least 8 undocumented migrants here in East Boston who all had serious criminal records. Live in East Boston, I'm Lisa Pappas for your local station, Boston 25 News.
So I had to research we'll look up what a sanctuary jurisdiction was. President Trump has signed executive. What is a sanctuary jurisdiction? A sanctuary jurisdiction is generally understood to be a city, town, country, or state that has a policy of protecting undocumented immigrants by not prosecuting them for violations of federal immigration laws.
I know a sanctuary.
There is no agreed upon definition of a sanctuary jurisdiction. Sanctuary jurisdictions provide those protections in a number of ways. In some jurisdictions, law enforcement or other local or state government agencies do not ask about immigration status. In other agencies, refuse compliance with voluntary Department of Homeland Security requests for civil immigration detainers. If somebody, let me tell you what, it doesn't make sense to me. If you already know where the violent immigrants are that are not supposed to be here, why did it take this executive order for you to go and get them? I understand the migrants that are here and they're just minding their business and working and stuff. I feel really bad for them. But these that you are targeting, what was stopping you guys from target? Like somebody was arrested yesterday and let go. Why did they get let go?
A migrant?
A migrant. One of the violent migrants that they just arrested. You went and you got them for armed robbery and something. But yesterday when they was in the jail, it wasn't a problem. But today you guys gonna go lift them from their house? You know where all of the dangerous migrants are that are not supposed to be here. That I think that any government agency or official would agree that they should go back to where they're going. So I don't really understand why is it that you guys had to get an executive order in order to get the criminals.
I agree.
You can get American criminals, but you can't get migrant criminals?
Until there's an executive order. I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Weird news.
I'm oftentimes very, very confused by these things. ICE raid sounds like some type of amusement park. I'm going to the comments. Tris.
It does. Remember that ice bar that they used to have downtown, where you had to go in and put on a robe or something to go inside of it because it was freezing, and you just go in there and get frozen drinks.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
I don't know. I never went to go, and I've got FOMO about that.
Me too.
I would like to go to that. Anyhow, what else do we have in the news?
What is the comments? I wanted to read some of the comments from the people that were there. They're going. We have a meeting coming up at as teachers with school board on how to protect our students. I remember we talked about it yesterday, like the students getting off the bus or the students in school, because I read also today that they have the authority to go into churches and schools now.
Oh, they do have that authority.
Send all the ones committing crimes back to their country. That's enough here. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys know where the criminals are, regardless of whether their status is legal or not, take them out. Put them in the jail. Rape, murder, all of those violent crimes. Why you need Trump to say that to you, for you guys to just make this big media splash? I think that's very corny.
Agreed.
Very, very corny.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So a Brookline man used social media to lure children to send him nudes.
Oh.
This was the Brookline town lifeguard.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Awesome.
the town lifeguard. Scott Kuna, a former youth swim coach and lifeguard in Brookline, is accused of using Snapchat to solicit explicit photos and videos from at least a dozen minor victims across multiple states. Kuna allegedly communicated with children as young as 10 years old, offering money in exchange for meeting up in person and engaging in sexual acts with graphic and disturbing electronic communications detailed in court documents. I think he was calling one of them his sugar bear, and he told her he'll give her more money. The nastier she is, the more money he'll give her.
How old is she?
She was about 13.
Oh, nice.
If convicted, Kuna faces a minimum mandatory sentence of 15 years in prison with a maximum sentence of life in prison, at least 5 years of supervised release, and a fine of up to $250,000 as the investigation into the case continues. Kuna. That sound, he got a nasty name.
Yep.
Kuna.
Yep. Sound like a Kuna.
The Massachusetts AG picks her first fight, birthright citizenship. And yesterday we learned that a federal judge has knocked that down.
Has put a delay in that executive order because he's like, that's the most set of unconstitution I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You can't just change the Constitution because you feel like it.
Isn't the Supreme Court supposed to uphold the Constitution?
Honey,
why they not saying nothing?
The Supreme Court is upholding Donald Trump's sack. That's the only thing they're holding up.
Oh my God! Well,
Like
they have to hold it up.
Leaky old thing.
Yeah.
Ugh, wet.
Among the flurry of executive orders issued by the new president today is one that declares people born on American soil are no longer automatically U.S. citizens because he says so.
He said so.
He says so. Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell vowed tonight to fight that reinterpretation of the 14th Amendment, although she said it won't be the only issue she'll work against. Birthright citizenship is a right spelled out in the Constitution.
It's spelled out.
The president can't take away that by executive order. We intend to make that clear. We will be reviewing his flood of executive orders and stand ready to defend the law and protect the people of Massachusetts. And thank goodness that we are in Massachusetts and we have people like Andrea Campbell to uphold the real laws. I don't know, some wacky just happened with my computer. What else is going on here? I'm going to die here. A home health aide survives a vicious stabbing attack in a Boston apartment. What happened? A Massachusetts home health aide is sharing her chilling story of survival after she says a client stabbed her more than 30 times.
Wow.
It happened back on Saturday in the early morning hours at an apartment building at Monsignor Albert Jacob Road in East Boston. The 69-year-old victim, who spoke exclusively with Fox 25, I don't know what it says, wanted to remain anonymous. She said the client who attacked her is a man in his 70s who she's been looking after for 2 years. He stabbed her 30 times.
30 times?
30 times.
Oh,
I have always been nice with him. I always treat him well, she said. She said he routinely got angry, but never got violent. That changed last weekend while she was working a double shift. She recalled the man waking up in the middle of the night and asking what time it was before grabbing a knife. He came back with a knife. He started to get me with the knife, she said. I was screaming, help, help. She told the news he repeatedly stabbed, slashed, and sliced her from head to toe while she was sitting on a recliner. And what did you just laid there?
She probably couldn't go to the clip. What? That's terrible.
On her patient
Yeah.
while on the job. Reporter Drew Caritas talks to her. This story only on Boston 25 News.
Hey, Joe, you frozen.
Joe Caritas, it's my boy.
Oh.
Joe.
Hello, Joe.
I think that we froze.
Joe.
I think we froze.
We froze. We froze down.
69-year-old home health aide has slash wounds and lacerations from head to toe after she says a client she was looking after got violent inside a fifth-floor apartment here. She says the attack lasted for nearly an hour.
Jesus.
I just pulled my hand. That's why I have a lot of stitches here.
This Massachusetts home health aide, who asked that we conceal her identity, tells us she thought she was going to die
Lord
while
Father.
working a double shift at this East Boston apartment complex last weekend.
I was screaming, help, help.
She says a man in his 70s she's been looking after for 2 years turned on her in a sinister way after waking up in the middle of the night and asking her what time it was.
He coming back with the knife and start to kill me with the knife.
She tells us he repeatedly stabbed, slashed, and sliced her while she was sitting on a recliner. She kept kicking and thrashing her body, but says her client refused to let her get up.
I was tired. I'm gonna die here. I think that, but in that moment, I remember my sons, my family saying, give me power that I'm stand up and I confront him.
Channeling the strength of her family, this mother and grandmother pushed the suspect as hard as she could, leapt up and bolted out the door as he chased after her with a piece of wood.
He's not gonna kill me. He's not gonna pull me down.
A police report says when a security guard intervened in the hallway, the suspect tried to hit him with a piece of wood. And when he was trying to take the piece of wood away from the suspect lost balance and fell to the ground.
I always be nice with him.
After spending 2 days in the hospital with blood transfusions and dozens of stitches, she's back at home, recovering physically and mentally. She says she won't be returning to the unhealthy job she's had for the last decade.
This is a hard job. Nobody wants to do this job.
She says the client who attacked her routinely got angry but never got physical before.
This is what I'm talking about. The people, what?
I thought I saw something.
Nobody want the black jobs.
The people who are doing these jobs, these Americans are not gonna not gonna go sit here and be home health aides and listen to somebody cuss them out and clean their poop and all kind of stuff.
And try to stab them.
And you guys are literally okay with these mass raids for men, women, and children, and also criminals. Yes, we're not talking about the criminals. We all want them to go back.
Yeah.
But some of these people been sitting here minding their damn business, and y'all need to leave them alone.
Yeah, that's awful. What do you think? What do you think the little old man just had
a mental break?
Mental break.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awful. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I'm glad she's okay. But 30 times.
Yeah.
30 times. A man is caught with a loaded gun, cocaine, after crashing into a Boston nursery school, police say. A man is facing gun and drug charges in connection with a crash that caused significant damage in a nursery school in Boston on Wednesday night. Ronnie Qualls, 53, of the city's Dorchester neighborhood, is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of a loaded firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, possession of crack cocaine, and possession of cocaine.
Oh, golly.
According to the BPD.
Bro, what was you doing?
Officers patrolling Washington Street observed a vehicle lodged in the front of the Ashmont Nursery School just after 8:30 p.m. and stopped the scene to investigate, police said. This is right over there, Washington Street by Codman Square. Police said the driver, later identified as Qualls, dislodged a pipe in the crash, causing water to spray through the interior of the nursery school.
It sucks when you crash your car into a nursery school and you got crack, drugs, cocaine, fentanyl, and bentonol. Like, golly, bro.
All the thing, and he dislodged the pipe, causing water to spray into the nursery school where there was people inside.
And shut down the school. Now nobody can go to school tomorrow.
Right. And it's flooded. Look at that. That's right there.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, I didn't know that was, maybe it's a big sign that says nursery school, but I didn't know it was nursery school.
Yeah.
That's right across the street from the park.
Right there, right? Qualls.
It's literally right there with the big sign on it. I was like, I never knew.
That was worse in school. Qualls was said to be acting incoherent and trying to create distance between himself and the vehicle after the crash. The search of the vehicle yielded a loaded Republic Arms Patriot .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol.
That sounds like a pistola. That's what, like, pew.
With 6 rounds in the magazine and 1 round in the chamber. After Qualls was taken into custody, police said officers found him in possession of 4 bags of crack cocaine and cocaine.
Yes.
During the booking process. Qualls is expected to be called.
Wait, crack cocaine and cocaine is different. One is cooked and one is not.
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Good girl. One is expected, Qualls, is expected to be called to district court to face the charges. An investigation is ongoing. That's
interesting.
That's just weird. And then this very last story, this is weird. Boston man, aka Orange Line Rat Guy.
Oh Lord.
Harasses subway riders while wielding a rodent and says, "Welcome to your nightmare."
Go ahead and
What?
cash in your cars for
Every city has its fair share of characters, and one that seems to rear his head a lot on the Boston MBTA subway is Jeffrey Stewart, also affectionately known as Orange Line Rat Guy. While the 59-year-old was taken into custody back in 2023 due to being drunk and disorderly, accusations of threatening behavior with a rat were also leveled against him as well. Now, 2 years later, the Orange Line Rat Guy has struck again and is up to no good, harassing subway passengers with his signature rodent in hand. There's videos and all kinds of things there. A 13-second clip is taken from the perspective of a passenger sat opposite Stewart and kicks off with some expletives. It appears that the Boston man has been drinking at his speech sounds a little slurred. It's unclear what started the exchange, but the clip opens with, "That's exactly who the F you are."
I got it.
Here we go.
That's exactly who the fuck you are.
Beep.
You're fucking with society. Yeah.
Beep.
Welcome to your nightmare. Welcome to your nightmare.
Next up.
Yeah.
I think that what is way more fascinating than him is the woman
that is sitting right there.
And she has 0 F's to give to anyone and anything other than that phone. And that is the type of person I want to be in this life.
You think that you could... First of all, this jingle on my sweater just scared the crap out of me, and I was about to leave this studio just now. You think that I could sit next to that man holding a rat in front of my face every 3 seconds, and I would just be scrolling through my phone? Are you kidding me?
She gotta be from New York.
Where is she from?
Yo.
New York. From Brooklyn.
It's Friday, so I'm just gonna shut up, mind my business, because I ain't got nothing to damn say.
As the man delivers his bizarre speech to other passengers, the lady sat cross-legged next to him, seems completely unfazed by the interaction as she continues staring at her phone for the entire incident. Furthermore, while speaking
she don't even look up to see what he's doing. She doesn't care.
She wasn't even recording.
She wasn't.
She was just... Furthermore, while speaking to the passenger, Stewart wheeled his pet rodent in hand, pointing down the aisle of the train, almost making it appear like the rat is the one doing the talking. Clearly, the Orange Line Rat Guy has not learned his lesson from his prior arrest, though it's fair to say that it does look like onlookers are pretty nonchalant about the whole interaction.
Yeah, I think that his rat might have came from a pet store, and it's actually his pet. I don't think that his rat is one of the train line rats.
No, it's a white. It's a white rat.
Yeah, it's a little white. He's probably had that right for that rat is probably tired of him. It's tired of him.
I think the street rats are like, not white.
No,
I've never seen a white street rat. You're right.
Yeah, no. But how do you get a white rat? How do you make that?
How do you make that one? And how come white rats are not in the street? Do they populate different, like white rats from farms? Like what is? Let's look at this now. Wildlife rats.
Well, he mentioned, somebody says, quote unquote, he mentioned how he had been arrested for having rats on the train before, but I kept it light, asking him what he fed Tom and Jerry. He had legit food with him in the bag.
Yeah.
How is it they don't run away? They were actually very attached to him. I declined from holding them after he offered, and he respected my answer and didn't push it.
Mm-hmm.
My heart was racing a bit fast once we got off, but all in all, I actually felt kind of bad for the guy. What happened to him in his life where his loyal rats are his only friends?
Yeah, it seems it seems like they have a great relationship. Like that's his boy. Those are his pets.
Yeah. I do like people like that though. Yeah. You do want to know more about them. There's this guy that I've been seeing that he sees people walking down the tunnelway, the train, and then he's like, "Hey, I like your style. Can I draw you? Can I paint you?" Yeah. And like a lot of the people, they want to know the background story.
I mean, I definitely would want to know a background story. Like you're right, like very interesting people. That guy didn't seem violent. He just seemed crazy. You know, a little cooked.
The still pictures that are right here with the article is of the lady. She looked up at the rat. And then she went right back into her phone.
Because she was like, I don't have the type of time that requires me to have.
That is our local news for today. I think we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We've got a special guest in studio. It's going to be a treat. Tell your friend to tell your friend. Tune in now. It's the time.
It's the time. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the Morning. We'll be right back. Keep it locked.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Spark FM.
Perhaps I was addicted to the dark side. Somewhere inside my childhood when this my heart died. And even though we both came,
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
I me no stop love how the girl them flex. The hot clothes I make a next girl face. Me no stop love how the...
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Oh my darling, oh my darling.
Spark FM.
And we are back. Spark FM online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. As usual, it is Friday, so we want to bring you guys some fun. Want to make sure you guys know what's going on and that you are in the know. And we have a very special guest in the building with us today, the one and only Chantel Mayo. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Good. Thank you for coming. I saw that. Well, if you guys don't know, there is we were talking about it earlier. One of the biggest events that goes on in Boston, particularly catered to women, is Galentine's. And usually around the time you see everybody in the malls, everybody's buying red.
Oh my
Can't
gosh.
find another piece of red, nothing in any store, everywhere. Can't nobody go to Valentine's Day because Miss Mayo done turned over the city. So tell us who you are and introduce yourself, and then we'll talk about, girl time. Tristan, you gotta go.
Thank you for having me first.
Galentine's is for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Galden.
but the actual Galentine's event is only for girls.
Yes.
So, yeah, for the ladies.
Yeah.
But so yeah, my name is Chantel. I was originally born in Trinidad. I've been in Boston since I was 2. So I'm a Boston girl.
Yeah.
Roxbury to be exact.
Shout out to Roxbury.
Hello. So yeah, Boston girl. I have my hands in a lot of different things. I like to stay connected to the city since it's the city that raised me, and I try to connect my reach with things that people need in the city to try to make things work for our favor and to, better the hood.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What was the concept behind? So Valentine's is coming up, everybody. September. February 14th, if you don't know, because some of you guys tried to block that out. This is 2025. You got to figure out how to be happy.
I'm not going.
You can't skip the day, sis. You can't skip the day.
You gotta be intentional.
What's the premise around Galentine's?
Honestly, Galentine's was born because I was just a mom and a wife drowning in life, and I just felt like I needed a night out, but not the average night out. I would usually do like small outings, like dance classes, where like dancing heels, and just different girls' nights. And Galentine's kind of was like, I kind of love theme parties, and I also event plan. So I'm like, I love the color red. It's a very strong, empowering color to me. So I'm like, let me do a party. It was like about 100 people the first one. It was also in the Seaport, so we're returning to Seaport this year. First year was also Seaport, and I just kind of put a little flyer out and just invited some girls to come. The color was pink and red that year. And it was cute.
Yeah.
But it wasn't strong like it turned into. So I just kept doing it year after year, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And here we are, year 6. And it's a big thing.
Starting out with such humble beginnings when event planning, a lot of event planners, have that issue. They're like, they do it the first year and there's like 100 people, Why did you keep on doing it?
I decided to dedicate myself to it because I loved the feeling that much. It was so genuine to me that I was like, you know what, I want to lock in with this. And the demand was there. People were like, are we doing it again? And what color are we doing this year? And I'm like, red.
Red, yeah. So why did you change from pink and red to just red?
You know what? If
That's
why. That's exactly why. You know what? Period. So, really, honestly, I think that the pink and red is really, really nice. It's a beautiful look too. But it was something about the first year that I had it already. It was just like such a strong, and it's like, usually you go out and you're like, oh, she had on the same dress as me. Oh, it's just like, we all might have the same shit on.
Yeah.
Can I swear on this? We might all, but it's just like, we're not even there for that. We're just there to make each other feel so good. The girls who match are like, oh, twins. Like, it's just such a good girly night out, and we're just chilling.
I've seen videos and all the things, and I what impressed me the most is because there's no guys there, but like when you on social media, men be like, you guys got to stop doing this and stop doing that. We be like, it ain't for you. Right. Like, I see people doing things to go and hang out with a bunch of girls, like getting their makeup done, finding a dress, putting on their finest jewels and everything like that. It really kind of speaks to the message that we don't be doing things all the time for the likeness of men. Right. Sometimes we want to be pretty by ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hell?
And that's really, really true. I saw a guy post something the other day and was like, ladies, when you're dressing up for a man, what do you get done? And I was like, I don't do nothing for a man. I do everything for me.
I like
if he like it, then he likes it. But I love that. And I love that, like, women want to do that. They want to go out. They want to have a good time with their girlfriends. They want to look good, feel good, smell good. When we're in spaces like that where it's not like, I don't know, unfortunately, it sounds bad, like competition.
It's just
everybody's complimenting each other.
Yeah.
I love your dress. I like the way you look. Where will you get that? So, like that, it just sounds like a wonderful event. And when you're with your girls, you're more relaxed. We can have a good time. And I like that. Thank you
what
for that.
I noticed too? I noticed that it's a lot of different types of women in the room.
Yeah.
We have all different types of girls, but for that moment on that day that we wait a whole entire year for, we are all the same girl. We have the same color on, we have the same lives, we go through our day-to-day things the same as far as like, just regular girl stuff. So no matter what walk of life you're in that moment, it's like time stops and we're just put on Beyonce diva. Like, it just makes you feel
it's
strong.
It's an equalizer. We're all the same.
One of the things that I did want to talk about is you have 4 kids.
4 kids.
So this is very special to you. And earlier today, I was like, shout out to everybody who has more than one kid,
and
because
I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters, which is
what's the age range of your children?
My oldest is 14. A girl, that's Shia. Shout out to Shia.
Good luck
Phantom.
with that.
She likes to call herself Phantom. And then I have Cheyenne. No, I'm gonna just go in order. So I have my son 13, Gerard Jr. He is the football player in the, he's a football player in the house right now. And then we have Cheyenne. Cheyenne is 10. She's dancing queen. And then we have Shiloh. That's the baby.
The baby.
And she's 7.
Oh, wow. Oh,
7.
7.
Oh,
okay. Wow. Yeah.
Nice. Then I got 3 pets.
3 pets. Oh, see, you
4 kids and 3 pets.
Girl, you're
You're
doing
a
a lot.
woman.
They're my emotional support pets.
I have a dog, and he literally is mine. Today I was like, I'm gonna bring him.
We were talking this morning because her and I have one child each, and we basically raised them together. My son's 9 and her son is 12. And last night we had such a chaotic night. So it's me, her, and my mom with the 2 boys and the dog, and we were like, how do people do this? And here you are with 4 children and 3 pets. Like, how do you?
Honestly, the first 2, because my first 2 were born the same exact day, a year apart.
Oh, wow.
That was chaos.
So
Yeah, because I'm having a baby on my
Happy birthday!
Oh my yeah, so that was crazy. But once I got past that part, my other 2 kids were 3 years later, and they were old enough to be able to help us.
Oh
too.
yeah.
They're fighting over who's gonna get the pamper. I'm like, amen, because I don't want to.
Go ahead, baby, you do it. But not only Galentine's Day and being a mother, you do a blue event as well.
I do. So here's what it is. So I have 2 standing events a year. I have Galentine's, which is just going to be Galentine's, and I have some special things coming up for Galentine's too. So it might be more than. Like, I kind of have 2 days now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So that's that for Galentine's Day. And then I have something called Insta Blue started this, but I have an Insta event. So one year I had it Insta Blue.
Yeah.
Last year I had it as Insta Rodeo. This year I might have it as Insta whatever I want to
You
have
did
it
the
as.
rodeo event
That was also
in Hyde Park?
Yeah. So that's on my Insta.
Yeah.
That's on my Insta area.
Yeah.
On my
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That was another really
that
high
looks really
high
nice.
turnout event
Yeah,
too.
that was a
I
good
thought
event.
that
It was a fun
looked
time.
fun.
Right.
Yeah. So not only are you into curating events, you're a cosmetologist and you do floral designs and event planning too.
Yeah, so it all kind
When
of
you
works.
make time?
I don't. Honestly. That's
No,
why I have
you're a high
That's why I
profile.
have an emotional support pet.
You have 3.
What do you have? What kind of pets do you have?
I have a Doberman, a European Doberman. I have a English Bulldog that I just got. He's a baby.
Just reading about
so
that.
cute.
We were literally just reading about English bulldogs.
Oh, really? So cute. And then I have a Bengal cat.
Wow.
Yeah, I just became a cat woman like
How big is it?
2 years ago. He's pretty big.
Is that what Soka is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a cat named Soka.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
This is so awesome. So what else do you have going on right now? What's coming down the line for you? These 2 events. You're not sure what your Insta event is going to be. When is that usually held?
That's usually around Easter.
Oh, okay,
That's
around
like
Easter.
around Easter.
So
yeah.
you're gonna
Yeah,
you'll know by then.
I'm kind of like playing with different things.
Yeah.
Like I might say Insta 90s party. I might say Insta dance hall party. Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
you know?
well,
So
I like that.
Insta something.
Holla at us
It
if you
sounds
do the
like-
dance.
It sounds like you come from a family that keeps a lot of functions. Is that where you get it from?
I did actually. Yeah. I don't know. I have a really popular family in the West Indian community, the Cummins and Christopher family.
Oh, he's a Cummins.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
my family.
When
So-
I was like,
yeah.
whose
They're the
family
party
is she
people.
again?
Right,
Yes,
yeah,
the Cummings, and
yeah,
they're
Cummins,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
huge.
That's
Yeah.
my family.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
by some way, our uncle is It's there.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah, so Christopher and,
Yes.
and Cummins, it's like that's my family.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Okay.
we have a lot of parties and into mass and it's a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
We hung out, played steel pans, all this. We're just into everything. So
Right.
yeah.
These Trinidadian families, man. I mean, Trinidadians celebrate everything. So
love
yeah,
things
that's
too,
we
yeah.
love that. This is so
Changing
awesome.
of
It's so
the
good to have you in
curtains, all
here.
kind of
I'm
stuff.
looking forward to this Galentine's Day thing. I've seen videos of the past ones, and I was like, I want to go to that. So
Is it
So here's the
usually
question.
sold out really quick?
Are you coming to it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm coming to it. I'm.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. I
We
actually
play,
got,
we play a lot of reggae and soca.
Oh,
too.
good.
It
No,
gets crazy in there.
I wanted to go. I'm gonna still try to go if I can get out of my event. I got booked to host a gala that same day around the same time, but I think it's only 2.5 hours, so I
Okay,
think I
okay.
might still be make it. But yeah, like it's usually sold out
Yeah,
very
it's always sold
quickly.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how quickly does it sell out?
Pretty quick. So I start with the early bird tickets, and those are like obviously gone
Yeah.
right away. I usually send out an email to get guests who have came in the past
Makes
for
sense,
early
yeah.
bird because I would love them to get that benefit.
Right.
And then I release it to the public, and then it just goes. But it, for
Really
the past
nice.
2 years, I've had an artist, and I usually, I always have a singer. So I would usually have Lisa, Boston's own Lisa Bello, and
Oh,
she
I
usually
love
kills.
Lisa
Shout
it.
out to Lisa
Shout
Bella.
out to Lisa.
We gotta
Lisa
get her
Feel
up
better,
here
we
too.
love you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we usually have Lisa, and then for the first time I had someone come from out of town. I had RL from Next.
Yeah, Bobby
last year.
Valentino.
He killed it. No, I never had Bobby Valentino. My
Oh.
DJ has an event.
Oh, okay.
R&B Me, Keith, DJ Keith.
Yes.
Shout out to
Yep.
Keith, and he has He had Bobby Valentino to his event.
Okay.
But for me this year, I'm having 7th Streeter.
Yes,
Oh, really?
we have that up on the screen right now.
I love 7th
a little delay.
Streeter.
7th Streeter. She is gonna be performing. Yes, last year you had who?
RL from
Yes,
Next.
RL.
And he killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it.
He sings that song about you made me the man I am.
People don't realize RL's did a lot of work. He also does the background behind Changes Tupac.
Yeah, he's got some great vocals. That must have been amazing. I love
never
RL.
knew that.
Yeah, one of my
And
favorites.
then 7th Streeter, she's just a great crooner in general. Not crooner,
she's a
crooner. Jesus Lord. Crooner in general. I saw her when she came with she does country music now, not Beyonce.
K. Michelle?
K. Michelle. She came to K. Michelle at the Wang one time, and I went there. 7th Streeter was there, and it was a great. She was great then, so I'm excited to hear what she has going on for now.
So this event, Galentine's Day, Boston, Saturday, February 1st. It's Miss Mayo's Galentine's Day. It is at the Grand, which is a great venue. I love the Grand. It's so good. And what can we expect to do there? What are people who didn't get tickets going to miss out on?
Some things, what happens at Galentine stays at Galentine.
Oh, all right.
Some things.
I'm down with that.
We'll have a performance. We'll be serenaded by 7, and you guys know she's a beast. So we have like a really nice setup where we have an elevated stage, so everybody has a nice clear view, which is going to be the nicest
Quick
part.
pause.
Beautiful.
The decor.
Yeah, look, just this picture right here
The
is amazing.
decor that you pull out of there. Last year, I forget where it was.
It was
but
at venue.
Yeah, you
venue.
transformed venue. It didn't even look like venue.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's venue?
Yeah, myself and a couple of other event planners in the city, we kind of like get together and just kind of like beast through the work so that we can have a nice setup because we're in bigger venues now. So, you know, when you're in a bigger venue, there's less you can do, but there's more space wow factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like, you know, so we'll dress up the space. Everybody comes in looking beautiful, take their pictures, feel beautiful, girly. And we honestly, after a while, we just start floating. Sometimes we do karaoke. Sometimes we have like aerialists and they're dancing at the same time. We have just different stuff going on. We have hula hoop contests.
Yeah. One thing that you after a while at after party time, men are allowed.
Yeah, this year I'm doing it a little bit different. So I'm not going to have an after party. We'll probably just like hang out after, but we're going to have a day party the following day. We're at that age that we don't even need to be out at night.
Thank you, because that's what I be trying
I'm like,
to tell.
I'm tired.
Now you talking my language. I
Big
be
mama
like,
need some rest.
I like as long as it end by 8 p.m. I'm there.
Yeah. Like, as long as there a chair.
Is there a chair? I could give me a chair. I'll go wherever you guys want me to go. If there's no chair and my back is just not good. And so after the hangout, men could come and kind of hang out because I would feel so good if I look so good. After that, I got to go out. Somebody got to look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me, see me, ask me a question.
I'll probably just, like after, for me, I'll be breaking down. So I'm kind of like in work mode when I'm there. So this year, last year I had a day party the following day and I was so tired from the party, then after party that I was like,
I can't do that.
It's too many businesses having nice events in the city. Let's go pull up on The Mix. Let's go pull up on Fat. Let's go pull up on Zazzy Bar. Let's go pull up on one of those restaurants and just chill and have a nice night.
Right.
And so we could be energized and ready for tomorrow to pull
Where's
up
the
at Hava.
Oh, good.
So, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
And 7 will be also there too. So the guys will get a chance to see her do her thing, and we'll be able to just chill. And
is that themed as
have
well?
a nice weekend. No, it's not a theme. I really didn't want to put the pressure on everybody to get dressed again because it's a lot of work. The hair, the makeup, the kids, the babysitters. It's a lot of stuff. So we'll just do that regular, but it'll just be like an R&B, nice little wave. It'll be a vibe.
I love that.
I'm
That sounds
DJing
really
that.
nice.
I'm
Grown and sexy.
I'm a DJ that.
You hear that?
I'm DJing that.
Pull up on us and DJ that.
He's absolutely
You better not
one
be
of
playing.
the most slept on.
You better not be
incredible.
playing.
people.
Like, hello, you said
Crowd
It's a vibe. I'm a vibe.
Okay.
We'll coordinate. We'll have all people call you. No, but this is great. We were talking about Valentine's Day, and it is a day that a lot of people, I wouldn't just say women, are kind of apprehensive about because even if the pressure is not on, you still want to have some type of semblance of Valentine's. So I think the concept of a Galentine's Day is really, really dope and empowering, really, because sometimes I just want to get dressed up and pretend like I got something going on, but go hang out and have a good time and stumble home drunk, maybe make a text or two.
And sometimes I want to show the guys too how we want to feel.
Yes.
We want to feel this beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm talking trash online. I'm like, make sure you put on your best outfit. I bet it's gonna be way more romantic than that guy did.
Exactly.
You know, and not to politicize everything, right? But we all know what we just went through politically in the world, and I think that something like this, just a celebration of women and our strengths and what we can do and what we will do and what we have to do. I think that is just so amazing, especially in what is going on in the world right now. I'm very like, what in the world? So I think that this is just an awesome way to celebrate. Like, we are strong, we are great, and we can have a good time just amongst each other.
And
we have to be
sexy and cute
our own
too.
supporters, and we got to spread love amongst each other.
True, and you know what else too? It's a time to be strong and sexy and all those good things, but it's also in a soft space. Somehow find a way to be strong in a soft space, and no one's offended by the confidence that you're showing. Instead, we're all celebrating and lifting each other up and making each other feel like the prettiest girl in the world. We're just all the prettiest girls in the world.
I love that.
I am the pretty. Let me stop. I'm gonna start singing right now. Ooh. If you do need a singer for next year, holler at me.
Period.
Everybody would tell you. Everybody would tell you no, but
no.
That's because they're haters.
No.
Valentine's Day is about loving, not hating. So.
If you want to know how she sings, she starts every morning.
Every morning.
Today we started rapping. Okay,
we was rapping. We did bars.
Bars. All right, people, we got to pay some bills. Miss Mayo, thank you so much for coming through. It's really dope to meet you. You are absolutely stunning. And we'll see you next week.
Yes.
It's next week. Yeah, next week.
Yes.
Okay, January out of here. I see you.
Yeah, we're on January 85th.
Yes, we are.
It's like, wrap this up.
I said today. I said January went by quicker than
it did.
January.
I said we're on January 85th.
Yeah, and then today it was like January is the only month that make you feel every 31 days. Like every 30.
Every single one. Yeah.
With that said, we got to pay some bills. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Spark FM.
You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She right with me, me right with she. She my type of B, me have that type of G. She let come easy, get the money free.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Everybody shout. Everybody shout.
Spark FM.
Yeah. Woke up, I was faded off a lot of lie, a lot of eye. Touched a lot of spots, a lot of drops. Touched a lot of nosh. Got crazy, even seen a lot of I was faded off a lot of lie, a lot of eye. Touched a lot of spots, a lot of drops. Touched a lot of nosh. Got crazy, even seen a lot of guys. Vegas with Drake on the playlist, all the niggas was gone. was drunk and it faded. But 3 days ago, I was just in the A with Keith Murray and War. Man, I seen it all. It was All-Star Weekend, I was just making noise. If it ain't about the money, I ain't answering knots. Drop my drip in your city, man, you be getting knocked. I ain't answering calls. If it ain't about the cheese or the cheddar, man, I know better, man, I'm watching it all. I'm just stacking my bread, Glock watching the cross. Man, my foot in the gas, I'm just giving my all. My foot on the gas, woke up, I was faded off a lot of lie, touched a lot of spots, a lot of drops, touched a lot of knots, got crazy, even seen a lot of cops.
From the other side, shoot you over pride. Task force circling around, but we still outside.
The all news Spark
Beef 50 never sold down.
Log on to SparkFMOnline.com.
Oh, this is what I gotta do with this.
You're listening to
What?
Saucy and Friends.
Yes,
Good morning with
footwork.
Miss Hot
Okay,
Sauce,
footwork.
Miss Tony and Rockstone Triz.
Oh, shoot. Get it. Get it. Get it. Oh. Hey. Ow.
Yeah, one of my ankles is hurting me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building. I gotta take off this sweatshirt. Everybody, don't look at the hole in my arm. God damn it.
It's hot in here.
Put your arm down. Big shout out. Last night I got stuck in the basement with Evans Matic for a little while. That was fun. Stuck in the basement. He has his own channel on Twitch.
That's supposed to be coming over here.
Yeah, it was a good time in there last night. I just had it playing in the background while I was doing things, and I was like, hey.
Oh, wow.
Look at me in the hippity hops.
In the hippity hops.
I was listening to some hip hops. I was like, hey, hip hops, hey. It was a nice time. Thank you, Evans, for introducing me to Stuck in the Basement.
Shut up, Pastor Troy. Stupid. I got rhythm. I got a rhythm and spice. That's what I got.
Oh,
hello.
I remember I got banned from that.
Tell us why you got banned from rhythm and spice.
Bar fighting.
What's your problem?
Tony
Why are you angry? I don't know. I thought you lived a soft life.
I am now. That's what is in my youth.
In your youth,
in my youthful days, many years ago, many a lifetime ago,
when you were just a youth,
when I was just a young youth. Do we have any fun questions today?
So we do.
Into the things that we're gonna do.
It is question time.
All right, I can just read these two very fun national news stories if you want to. We don't want to get. I want to do fun things today. A Mississippi lawmaker proposes a bill outlawing male masturbation.
Finally,
yes. Put your tallywhacker away. Get ready for blue
tallywhacker.
balls, men. Mississippi lawmaker wants to ban masturbation. Being an outlaw in Mississippi could be as simply as busting a nut. Or at least that's what a state senator is proposing, with a new law that effectively bans masturbation for men anyway.
Oh, so they want violence.
Yes, Mississippi Senator Bradford Blackman even slapped a catchy name on his legislation, the Contraception Begins at Erection Act.
Yes, sir.
Which aims to block men from spreading or wasting their seed unless they intend to make a baby.
Hello.
So, no playing 5-on-1 with yourself or any other forms of pleasure that end with you wasting those precious sailors. The bill does have some exceptions, however, especially in regard to activities related to baby-making endeavors, including sperm donation. The proposed law, which was introduced Monday and is currently in committee, could see men hit with some pretty stiff fines for solo ejaculation. First-time violators could be hit with a 1K citation, and second-timers fork out 5K. The third strike, would really cost transgressors a whooping 10K. That's one expensive shake with the milkman, if you know what we mean. It's rather unlikely the bill will get any traction in Mississippi's legislature, which coincidentally gathers in Jackson, Mississippi. And is GOP controlled. Blackman is a Democrat. Still, it's a pretty groundbreaking suggestion, giving most reproductive laws focus on the woman's role in contraception. Blackman indicated that it is the very point of his bill. He told WLBT, this bill highlights the fact and brings the man's role into the conversation. People can get up in arms and call it absurd, but I can't say that bothers me. Mississippi currently prohibits abortions for most cases outside preserving the life of a mother or rape or incest, which went into effect after the U.S. Supreme Court reversed Roe versus Wade in 2022. Attention, Mississippi dudes. You might want to have your fun while you still can legally. Just saying.
How the hell you supposed to know if I'm masturbating or not?
Exactly. Like how you
gonna measure my fluid outtake every day? Like how you supposed to know?
And speaking of penis, a Canadian man gets his weenie stuck in the sidewalk. What? This weenie's not getting roasted. A man's penis sticks to an icy sidewalk.
He deserves it.
Yeah, getting your tongue stuck to a frozen pole sounds painful, but it ain't got nothing on this guy, cause a poor unfortunate soul got his whole penis put on ice, and we've got the pics to prove it.
We can't put these out.
They've obtained exclusive photos from outside a bar in Alberta, Canada, in which first responders are working to wrench a patron off the establishment off the sidewalk. This one ain't for the faint of heart or crotch, for that matter. The man's member is basically glued to the unforgiving ice, and he's not coming off despite all the others pulling with all their might.
Wait, can you go back? I missed the part. How did he get to there?
I don't know.
We ain't there yet.
I don't know.
We didn't get there yet.
No, we've blurred the photos here, but trust us, this gentleman's privates are clearly stretched before snapping right back to the ice. First responders seem to be pulling pretty dang hard right here, nearly performing an impromptu circumcision on the street. Police in Alberta tell us the man in the clip got intoxicated and began arguing with people inside of the pub on Sunday. Cops say the dispute spilled into the street where the man's pants fell down while fighting with the bar's patrons. During the confrontation, the dude toppled to the ground and his penis attached to the ice. First responders managed to detach his unit without injuring him before he was arrested. He was not charged. They shouldn't have arrested him. He was already punished. We're not exactly sure what cops arrested him for or how authorities peeled his penis off the ice, but it sounds like there's not too much blistering on this little guy. Of course, hot water is usually the way to unglue a body part from a frozen tundra, though we don't think this guy wants anyone coming at him with a boiling pot. It's gonna boil with 2 Franks and beans. Franks and beans.
Wow.
Franks and beans.
Oh, wow.
It was gonna boil it.
That's terrible.
That is our national news.
That's terrible. It was his balls or his penis?
Penis.
Before I left the house this morning, Hakeem Jeffries was on the TV. Man, Donald Trump is I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of penis.
Yeah, after you guys, so after the show's done, you guys get a chance. Please watch Hakeem Jeffries go over the Republicans and the Republicans put out their budget, a 50-page budget report, and they're basically like, what he said was they're trying to dismantle America.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I think Hot Sauce wrote a status about that today or yesterday. Yeah, like everything that has been put in place for our protections is being reversed, and you coons are still out there cheering this.
I was in a Facebook. Well, it wasn't a debate because I just took the opportunity to, intelligently cuss him out each and every time he said anything. But he was a Haitian man that could not speak English and or write in English. And I was like, it's just the struggle that I can't deal with. Yeah. You think that when ICE come and they hear you speaking and you happen to be around, you think they're going to be like, oh no, mister, so sorry to bother you. I messed up. I didn't know that you weren't not an immigrant. I didn't know.
Can I tell you, this is so bad because when we were watching the story about the little lady that got stabbed up, I was thinking about her in this situation, and I was like, I hope she's right.
Because these people are ignorant, and that's what that's what a lot of these black MAGA supporters, and I won't even say Republicans because there's a different, Republicans are just laying dormant to MAGA right now. They can't even fight them. But like you black MAGA people or maggots or whatever they call them these days.
I like
you guys are just so misinformed and so I guess even optimistic about what this means. But in the history, I want us to think of critically think about what this looks like. You think these white ice men, because when we saw the little video of the ice, there was not one person of color on ice at all. Not one of them. And I want you guys to think about these people who are going to be looking for these criminals. You think they're checking to see if they actually have a criminal past, or they're like, oh, you can barely speak English, you must not be here.
Yeah.
Everybody's a criminal to them.
You think that
criminal.
White people, you think
It's
these
a criminal
white
to not
ice
speak
people
English to
are
them, probably.
literally sitting here like, oh no, you might be from here. Let me check your birth papers to see if you're legally here. Yeah. No, stupid. And I'm tired, like, especially you immigrants that are on the MAGA support team. It is very bothersome to me, whether you're legal or illegal. The fact that you're cheering and hoorahing these people getting displaced out of their homes, in which a lot of them have been living for a long time, is disgusting behavior.
They're coons.
And it scares me. And I get passionate about it because it scares me, because I'm like, you guys are out here praising this and you're not even thinking about your sons, your fathers, your uncles, your brothers, all these people that can literally get mistaken. Trump said yesterday that, when I see these immigrants, you could just look at them and tell that they're bad.
Oh man, he said he was signing his executive orders yesterday morning. He was saying so much outlandish.
It is, and the fact that people are still in support of him when he's using all this language, talking about you got to know how to classify when he's joking and when he's not. The presidency is a joke.
Child, and you know what's sad about the coons is that the coons are like Herschel Walker, and they're like, I'm from the country, and if you know anything about a coon, it's the smartest animal out there. So you can't even insult these people. That's crazy.
I did want to just play this clip real quick. This is from the Hakeem Jeffries earlier.
Good morning, everyone.
I don't want to say
it's
good morning.
very short.
What you know, not who you know. The problem that seems to be unfolding is that there are some in this country who want an America of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. Not for working class Americans, middle class Americans, or everyday Americans. A country of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are about economic opportunity for everyone, even if you're not wealthy, well off, or well connected. These are values that everybody in this country should embrace. And we're going to take this issue, working with the civil rights groups, head on.
Thank you. That's nice to say.
Ah, boy.
So he's trying to give us some hope there. That's basically what it was. Hakeem Jeffries came on the TV to give black people some hope.
It didn't do it for me.
It didn't do it for me.
I didn't feel the hope.
I wasn't moved.
I wasn't moved by the hope.
Anyways, to get things back to being lighthearted, Hot Sauce has some dig in the bag, see what the people have for us.
We're gonna start out the box. We're gonna start out the box with not an old favorite, but a familiar favorite.
Little fat titties.
It's different this time.
What?
Are you guys ready? Go gather your friends. Go gather your people. It is time for advice time here on Spark FM Online. Go ahead and now, if you haven't shared it before, if you have shared it before, go ahead and share it again. It's time to get busy. I'm going to save this one for last. It's my favorite. Now I'm going to start off.
Here we go.
I'm not fat shaming.
All
I'm a
right.
proud fatty myself. However, I generally prefer slender women. In fact, I require it. I want to relax in bed and let my petite woman do all the work. Long story short, God got jokes because I fell madly in love with a sexy, cushy woman who was fatter than me. We connected several times. She made me get on top, but it was great. But the first night she stayed over, I guess I stopped breathing in my sleep. She said she heard loud snores and then I stopped breathing. She called 911 and I was half asleep, but I heard her refuse to give me mouth to mouth because she was afraid I already passed away. Medics arrived and woke me. They told me I had sleep apnea, needed to see a doctor and probably lose some weight to control it. She, who was fatter than me, told me I was too damn fat to F, called me breathless, etc. And that's why I don't F with you flabby titty N-words.
Oh,
that hurt my feelings. I think she blocked me. I miss her.
I miss her.
That took a turn. This is a big girl.
The big girl told the big guy
that he's breathless.
You breathless, and he is.
He's breathless. Yeah,
he is.
You can't have what was we talking about? You can't if you looking for aesthetics, you got to be aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. I was just, and that's so funny. I was just thinking of Larry. We need Larry in here to give some commentary on this one because
Larry's here somewhere.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's been in there.
Yeah, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy.
Yeah.
In this case of him, he's the one who's unhealthy.
Yeah.
And he's lazy. What do you mean? She made you get on top? What kind of man are you? You freaking sow?
How would we?
What is his problem?
How did she? Oh, missionary?
I was trying
Is
to
that what that is?
Yeah. She made him get on top.
So how was he doing it before? He just wanted to go in the
He just
back?
wanted to lay there. That's what he said. He likes small women so that they can do all the work.
Oh, well, he wouldn't get shit. That's not where you got to go and find somebody who gonna do all the work. Shit, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't, you know,
you ain't no small woman.
I'm small, honey. I'm petite.
You short.
I'm petite.
But you thick.
I'm buxom.
Yeah, you probably too thick for him the way he was talking about.
old breathless nigga. Breathless took me out because that's funny.
It's true though. You can't even sleep right.
I know no one wants to discuss the pandemic, but the fallout still haunts me. So please don't come for me about the choice I made. At the time, I worked for the city in the mayor's office and the vaccine treatment was mandated. My physician warned me that since I had a high-risk pregnancy and pre-existing heart condition, I should avoid the treatment until I had the baby. My doctor gave me a medical exemption letter and she included those health reasons. My immediate boss refused to honor the letter and told me basically no treatment, no job. My husband was unemployed at the time and he told me that if I got fired, he would leave me. Mind you, he did not get the treatment.
He's unemployed and told you that if you got fired, he would leave you?
I refused because of my baby and I was fired. My husband left me for another woman. My job fought my unemployment claim and I didn't get my unemployment pay. I lost my health insurance. The stress caused the miscarriage. I lost my home. I moved back in with my parents. My ex-coworker hired a civil rights attorney for me. Several years later, I received a large settlement. I'm rebuilding my life. I'm grateful that God pulled me through the storm. I bought a condo. My attorney hired me to do public relations for the firm. Randomly, my husband reached out to me, apologizing for abandoning me, and asked me to come back home. We didn't have a home anymore, so he asked to see my new condo. Only my attorney, ex-coworker, and my family know about the settlement, so I don't think my husband called because I have money. My question is, don't you dare ask the question, honey. If she asks the question, I'm going to punch myself in the face. My question is, do I reconnect with him? Part of me love him, but another part recalls how much emotional trauma I suffered alone and how my husband didn't have my back when I needed him the most. What do I do? What did you gain from having a husband? What was your gain in having a husband in the first place? Like, when you get a husband again, your old husband, what is going to change in your life?
Right? Is he working?
No.
Oh.
What's going to change in your life?
Yeah.
You guys got to stop asking questions that you already know the answer to, because why are you asking us that question?
What is the point of a husband?
The question.
Why?
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
I mean, no. Seriously, like, what is the point? What is the point of a husband?
Oh, y'all want to get into it?
The point of a husband is to be a provider, a protector, to be a whatever. That is your role as
partner.
a husband.
Yeah.
If I was looking for a wife, I'd go and find a wife. You are supposed to be a husband. I'm not welcoming you into my life to cause me strife and chaos. Go on and do your own thing over there with your unemployed, breathless ass.
Breathless.
With your fat titties.
I can't wait to call somebody breathless.
Wow, that's the sound effect.
That's a bad question, ma'am. We don't know the answers. If you don't know, we don't know.
She knows because she says, I want him back, but whenever there's a but, there's your answer.
In my bed with my boyfriend of 3 years, I spooned behind him. He arched his back and poked his booty out.
Poke it out. Stretch out.
Spank me harder, daddy. I recoiled.
He said that?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
He looked immediately shocked, embarrassed after he said it. Like a light switch, he turned off the gay character and he became masculine again. I doubt so many things now and I'm worried. He wears... Nope.
Red flag. He wears what? What does he wear? What are you saying? What does he wear? What does he wear?
See, that's what y'all want me to do. Y'all want to get me out of character, and I'm not going to do it.
He wears...
What's he wearing?
He wears my bras and panties for comfort.
Oh, no.
How do I ask him without triggering him if he's gay or bisexual?
Boy.
I know women have been attacked by men for less, and I'm just trying to stay safe.
It's Friday.
You know, this is the thing, right? I'm gonna try to work this out. I am a overthinker, right? And so for me, it is very important for me to over communicate things. And sometimes questions that maybe don't need to be asked, I might ask because I want to know just so I have the thing right. So,
Take your time. Figure it out. So,
I feel like...
What do you feel? Because, okay, you're laying in bed, you guys are playing around, and he's, mimicking what he would want you to do. There, I was like,
right. I'm like, okay, maybe that's a little role play.
Yeah.
That's a little role play. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wearing your bra and panties situation
for
though,
comfort.
Yeah, that's something that you guys probably should have discussed prior to the marriage contract being signed. Not saying that you have to deal with whatever it is, but I think it's worth a conversation.
Oh, that's worth a big conversation.
Yeah, she said she's scared for her safety because men usually... I think it's worth a text message, too, from your work job if you're that scared. Maybe a phone call when you're not in the home with him and in casual conversation. Because she says that, that some men could get violent when you accuse them of being gay. And I know, and that's usually like people that are,
gay.
Yeah. But, the fact that bro is wearing your panty and underwear is concerning.
I'm just not comfortable with that because for me, you ever have one of those days where I'm gonna wear that today, right? And then you go looking for it and you can't find it, and it kind of ruins your day because you had in mind that that's what you were gonna wear.
Yeah, like my green sweatsuit that I was trying to wear yesterday.
Yeah, what if you planned on wearing this particular panty set this day and you can't find it, and then this man is posed up there in your panty.
He walk out the bathroom drying his face after his clean shave with your panty and your brassiere on.
I mean, that's a violation.
I would hit him.
He does text Doggy regularly. Schneider said women complain about how bras are uncomfortable. Yeah, but that don't mean that I want you to wear it.
No, but I think he's saying why he feel like it's comfortable. He's wearing it for comfort.
Oh.
Two things can be right. Why you wearing my bra and I don't want you to wear it?
Right. Because that's not even comfortable, my G. Like, what's going on? Child, I don't know. It's a new day. I'm telling you right now, it's not for me. It's not for me. No. Maybe there are people who can deal with that.
I'm too immature.
It's not for me for you to be wearing my underwear. No.
A year ago, my wife entered me into a men's health bounce back competition. It was a year-long workout program where I had to eat calorie-controlled meals, work out 3 times a week, and keep a weight journal.
Yeah.
She took before pics of me and I dropped 75 pounds or more and gained muscle.
You go, boy.
I would be eligible to win $50,000. I was committed. I worked out 4 times a week and gave her more sex monthly to keep the momentum.
Hey!
Midway through my weight loss journey, my wife told me I was selected as a finalist and I would win at least $10,000. I was looking and feeling good. The bounce back competition was ongoing and no winners were announced. I told my wife to contact them and see if I won the grand prize. She did it. I searched online and subscribed to Men's Health, and nothing about the competition was ever published. I wanted my money. I had plans. Recently, wife admitted she lied about the competition. She just wanted me to lose weight. I hate her so much for this. I had plans for that money. I don't trust her anymore. I've been eating bad food at night to gain the weight back just to spite her. Why do wives do evil shit like this to us? Explain, please. I'm withholding sex and I want revenge options now. Thank you.
I'm gonna let the men take this because I.
Tristan, what he got to do?
Do you think he should be that mad?
First of all, yes and no. You literally lied to that man and had him feeling like he was about to. He didn't do it because he wanted to do it for him. He did it for the money. Fortunately, it had adverse effects where it helped him out. But at the end of me losing all this weight, you try to tell me I ain't get no money. I just got this sexy body.
Right, and you've been getting it.
And you've been getting it, giving her extra sex, feeling all good because y'all about to get money. You probably had little plans. You was going to do this and do that and do this with it. She got to buy that man a push gift or something like that.
A push gift. The men in the comment section are against her. They said she's a rotten woman. And she lied and all kinds of things. Poor woman. He's a finalist. LMAFO. LFMA and whatever it is. Y'all, I mean, I understand him being upset about the money part, him trying to gain back the weight and all of that. Like, you ain't hurting nobody but yourself, bro.
Yeah.
But and that's, she's wrong. She owes him $50,000.
She's wrong. She needs to really apologize to him and do something nice for him because he should be rewarded for all the hard work that he did. Whether if you take him on a little vacation so he can show off his sexy body or whatever. Yeah. And his revenge is most likely going to come in the form of, cheating. Yeah. So it could backfire on her too. Yeah. So, maybe that was her. I'm not going to give you money and make you lose weight.
Wow, lost over 75 pounds and gained muscle. Wow, yeah. That's good for him.
Good for him.
That is awesome.
She should be nervous because now he's mad at you. He's probably going to get some type of revenge something on you.
He's strong, too.
He's strong. I wonder what he's saying.
How tall is he?
That is our questions. We got about 1 minute left. Let's just see what's in the entertainment. What is going on? Any highlights?
I'm gonna just there's some that's not here for hip hop at least.
Yeah.
Yesterday, ASAP Rocky turned down a plea deal. The plea deal was for 24 years.
24 years in jail
of probation.
Oh, 24 years?
Yeah, 24 years of probation.
Years.
And he turned it down. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not sure why he turned it down. Maybe he thinks that
because 24 years is excessive. Nobody should be on probation for 24 years.
That's a lot of years.
I just hope that
it don't backfire.
It don't backfire on him.
They saying that his gun was a pellet gun or a fake gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think he's gonna win this?
I'm not sure yet because I'm not sure. Also,
ain't they video of him shooting somebody?
Yeah, but there's no bullet fragments, and they haven't found the gun. So that might be a good a plus for him.
Okay.
Also, real quick, Project Pat of 3 6 Mafia. His son died at 21.
Yeah, that's the last story.
Shooting.
Yeah. Okay. That's the last story.
Trey Songz gets $11 million Las Vegas battery lawsuit judgment for failing to respond to. Trey Songz succeeds in getting $11 million Las Vegas battery lawsuit judgment dismissed.
Oh.
Trey Songz is no longer on the hook for his default judgment of $11 million after failing to respond to a battery lawsuit filed in Las Vegas, but he's not out of the woods yet. I don't know what else is going to happen to him, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
Trey Songz fell off hard.
Yeah, he did.
Hard.
In another big ASAP Rocky news yesterday is the fact that there was big complaints, and Al Sharpton actually wrote a letter to the government or something like that, telling them that there was no black jurors on ASAP's Rocky whole entire thing, and that was a problem because you're supposed to be able to get judged by your peers.
Yeah.
But again, I don't. This is most likely true. But another reason why this is probably happening is because black folk, in a large majority, like to figure out a way to get out of jury duty. And the only way that they'll be able to pick jurors of color is if you guys stop trying to get out of the jury duty so that they have a pool of people of color to pick from in a jury.
Yeah, go on and do your civic duty, goddamn.
So I'm not necessarily all the way upset about this situation because I mean there's reason to be upset because y'all are not doing your civic duties, but at the same time, like what y'all want them to go find some black jury members? You want them to go solicit them and make them come and pay them to do it?
And then the jury of his peers that they probably picked is some old white women.
Yeah, exactly. Because those are the ones who'll be like, I want to get away from these kids. I got jury duty. I'm going to sit there all day in the courthouse all day and read this magazine.
Housewives, right?
Okay? Get away from these damn children.
Like me, because I be up in my jury duty.
Yeah, so that's what's going on, but I'm not necessarily blaming the courts for that. I'm blaming civilians and people who are trying to get out of jury duty.
Yeah. It's been announced that SZA will be joining Kendrick Lamar on stage for the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
And they're on tour together, right?
They are on tour together. I've been hearing something about rumors that he may not be able to perform They Not Like Us, though, because of the litigation with Drake.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think that's been clarified yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's just rumors for now. So yeah, SZA will be joining him on the halftime show as a guest. Nobody else has been announced just yet, but we know that that's going to happen. Yesterday, the Jabril Peppers court case, that's the Patriots linebacker or running backer or something like that, went into court and started their proceedings. We saw, I think he pleaded guilty to one of the charges, but isn't pleading to anything else. So we saw the girl that he was talking about. We also saw that the girl was like text messaging him. Apparently, he said that she wanted to do it raw and he didn't want to.
Yeah,
because he got upset
because he's very safe with things like that. It's not his. It wasn't his girlfriend.
No, she was just somebody he was effing, and that's what happened.
A white woman?
No, she's Spanish. Long flashes.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what y'all think I'm saying. If y'all thought I was saying you got to be careful with that type of person because they want to have babies.
And they be making them.
They fertile.
They be making them. And NFL's Kyrie Jackson tragedy, alcohol involved in a fatal crash.
Oh, Lord.
In a fatal crash as accused woman is charged and arrested. The driver accused of causing the fatal crash that killed Minnesota Viking cornerback Kyrie Jackson was arrested this week and charged with DUI. So that case, she was under the influence when she crashed into him. The NFL star Kyrie Jackson passing shook the football world in July of 2024. The 24-year-old cornerback for the Minnesota Vikings died in a 3-car accident alongside his fellow passenger. This thing keeps on flashing. I don't know what. Isaiah Hazel, 23, and Anthony Linton, 24. The driver accused of causing the heart-rending car wreck was indicted on yesterday and charged with DUI. So that is crazy. That's awful.
And then last but not least, Kanye West, reportedly a billionaire again, surpasses Jay-Z as the richest rapper alive.
Really?
Kanye West has reportedly rejoined the Billionaire Boys Club, surpassing Jay-Z as the richest rapper alive in the process. In an Instagram post on Thursday, the rap icon and fashion designer boasted that his net worth was now $2.77 billion, citing Eaton Venture Services, a business valuation company, as his source. He wrote in the caption, seemingly gloating in the face of his naysayers and enemies. Kanye's net worth soaring back into the billions is based on his music portfolio and his sole ownership of the Yeezy mark, according to Eaton Venture Services. Forbes, the standard bearer for celebrity net worth, has yet to comment on the figure and still estimates the rapper's fortune at $400 million as of Friday, January 24th.
That's a big leap from $400 million to how many billion?
To $2.77 billion.
Because what I think Kanye does is Kanye pulls from everything and tries to act like it's him.
If his net worth has indeed ballooned to $2.77 billion, Kanye will have eclipsed his former friend and collaborator Jay-Z, who was worth $2.5 billion. The Watch the Throne duo are the only rappers to have ever crossed the $1 billion mark. Previous reports that Dr. Dre and Diddy had also reached the milestone have been debunked.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Me
Well,
neither.
Dr. Dre, when they made that announcement, it messed up his deal. When Tyrese made that announcement prematurely.
What was the announcement?
That he was a billionaire.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to announce that, and that cut off a good chunk of that.
I mean, this sounds like what Kanye's doing right now, because ain't nobody told you that. Just this one company told you that it was, and then you saying that you are. I don't know. Kanye West has previously stripped of his billionaire status in 2022 after Adidas terminated their lucrative Yeezy partnership over this series of anti-Semitic remarks. Forbes estimated that the sneaker and clothing line with the German sportswear giant accounted for $1.5 billion
Adidas.
of his net worth, which at the time was laid to be around $2 billion. After he was dropped by the company, Ye was reportedly worth closer to $400 million. Yeah, I don't see how he would have jumped that highly and that quickly.
Right.
Back to over.
Yeah.
Over $1 billion.
Because what is that? What is 2 point whatever million minus
billion?
For whatever.
I don't know how to put it in the calculator.
How to say what is it? What?
Because to get to 1 billion, you would need a whole another 600 million. So then somebody's giving you 600 million plus another 1.77 billion.
400 million.
Are you writing it out?
2.6 billion minus 400 million is 2.2 billion. What?
Oh wow. 2 billion gazillion millennium. 2 zillion millennium.
So basically it's saying that he gained over $2 billion. There's a $2 billion difference between what he's saying and what we know.
Literally.
So 2 billion and
so
plus
somebody
200
randomly
million.
just was like, yo, your company right now as it stands is worth $2.77 billion. Kanye, I don't
believe nothing Kanye
me either.
said.
I don't got the time for that.
I don't listen to him.
Anyhow, people, we are done with this for today.
I'm done here.
We're done here. It is the weekend, and it is time for us to go.
Triz, do you have any plans this weekend?
Man, my back is killing me. I need to go in my bed.
Bubba, you all?
I need a new mattress. That's what I need. I need a new mattress.
You better go see Renee over there in Jordan's Furniture, or whatever her name is, that machine, what they got there.
Jordan's Furniture? I got Jordan's money.
Child, you better go to Frugal Furniture and get you a little
Bernie and Phil.
Bernie
you better go to
and
that little supermarket up there by Blue Hill Ave that got the mattresses outside.
BD's.
It's not even BD's. It's a little
But
supermarket.
you could go to B. Oh, there's the one at the corner of Upham's Corner too.
You know
They
what?
sell
I'm
mad
gonna
mattress.
go to Frugal's. I'm gonna go right there down the street.
BJ's got good mattress.
BJ's, everybody
got good mattress.
I'm about to go. Can you take me to BJ's right now to get one? I need to get one for the boy, a big one. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.